Hi, hello there. Welcome to my channel where I do tarot readings. You don't have to make the story resonate. If it resonates, then stick around. And without further ado, I'm just going to dive in. I'm just going to jump right into this reading. I have a new deck that I probably have no business using, but I was drawn to it. It's a Dungeons and Dragons deck. And I did play Dungeons and Dragons a bit when I was younger, and it's something that I want to get into, um, but I don't know it in depth. But this is a tarot deck that you know can use as a tarot deck, as a regular deck. And sorry about that, my light just flicked on. I feel like that's an important part of the reading. All of a sudden, somebody's light becoming brighter, that you're doing something in your life that is igniting something in your soul or igniting something in your body. You're doing something that brings joy to you or to those around you. Yeah, it's interesting because as that flicked on, the nine, so this is called the Nine of Intelligence, opened up, or sorry, dropped out of the deck. And as you can see, this woman is kind of wielding or levitating this light that is an eye. It's in the shape or symbol of an eye. And then above her, there's this being kind of above this halo around her head. So yeah, there's like these almost like demonic things around her. So it feels like there's some outside forces trying to, or just inadvertently, could be dimming somebody's light or could have the effect of dimming somebody's light. But whatever you're doing is working at keeping these like darknesses at bay. You're surrounded by light. Specifically this eye, which I want to say is connected to like the third eye. So intelligence, we want to think about like the brain and the wit or intelligence of the brain, but I think this is more about the third eye, so like seeing into the other dimensions, seeing beyond the everyday, the 3D reality, and inferring the wisdom that's needed for your particular situation. Let's understand it a little bit more. Then the next one that came out was the Queen of Charisma. And in this picture, there is a being who's serving a table of guests. She's carrying a pie. It's a feast. There's candles and fruit. Everybody looks like they're having a good time. So with this, I'm getting the Queen of Charisma is a very nurturing, nourishing energy. This could be you, or this could be somebody around you, but I want to say that this is you, and for all intents and purposes, the people in the the people in the art, this is not a photo, are you, or aspects of you, and you've been particularly lately really pouring nourishment and nurturing yourself at this time, which is really important because there is seemingly darkness or dark energies. It could be other people, it could be entities, if we want to go that route, which I don't know. I'm not sure. It's going to be particular to your circumstance. Okay, and then the next, oh, another queen. There's a lot of queen energy, Queen of Intelligence. So this, again, this emanation of of the higher faculties, an emanation of the higher faculties of your being. And once again, there's light involved with this being. It seems like it's her just like magical powers. She's beaming down towards the earth. So there's this focus on grounding into the 3D to connect to the higher domains with your intellect is really needed at this time. And I'm getting that it's important to remain connected to the physical, to the earth, so that you kind of don't like spin out and away in your mind, in your consciousness. Interesting. The other card that came out was the Hermit. So this, I'm getting that this is like a test. It's a test of your like mental strength at this time, and you may feel alone. Like you might have gone through a period of like hermiting yourself away. I don't feel like you're necessarily physically in that right now. Like you're not hermited away from other people physically, but whatever you're going through, whatever struggle or test you're going through, is like a solitary endeavor. And the endeavor is important. The journey is important because it's bringing you closer to your calling and how you're meant to show up for your community, whether that's your physical community and your physical reality, or, and my light just flickered brighter again. So just going back to that same theme of that this test, this work that you're doing with yourself, is creating more light. Light creates more light. So the calling that you're drawn to, and it's going to be particular to each person. Everybody has their own reason, calling, why they're here on this planet right now, in this lifetime. And it's, we're all here in different ways to, if you're one of those that are called, to raise the frequency on the planet. So increase the brightness of humanity, of consciousness. And so by doing that with yourself, learning to do that on your own in a solitary way, is going to connect you deeper to your calling that you can bring to the outer community. And that's going to create a ripple effect where light creates more light, like how a single candle can be used to light many, many infinite candles. So starting just from the one flame, you can light many, many, many different flames in people's hearts, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Are there any more messages? Page of Wisdom. Yes. I like this depiction. Somebody is like setting out on a journey, or they're on a journey, but I feel like this is a journey. This is a learning. This is an education that you're developing. A lot to do with the mind, but also with the body and the heart. And it's all connected and it's all important. Wisdom doesn't just come from the mind, from the mental faculties, but it comes from a synergy between the mind and the body and our emotions and our energetic field. And so whatever you're doing, whatever you're learning to bring into this world is, I don't know why this word came to my brain, but ordained. It's been ordained. It's important for you and for humanity as a whole. You're an important piece to the puzzle of raising the frequency, raising consciousness. Four of Strength. Yeah, see, this is this connection between all people. This is a foundation. This is foundational work that you're doing. And there's a rune. I forget what this one means. It could be the one that represents like the stag or the elk, which is about like strength and endurance. I want to say endurance is really important here. It's a key word that even if you're not seeing results, or even if you don't see the result of the work that you're putting into yourself and to the knowledge that you're gaining right now, you just keep plodding along, and the next step will reveal itself in time. So each step reveals itself. It won't be all revealed right now, but just listen to the wisdom of the body and the calling, and follow that calling as it calls to you, whatever voice that is that you hear, whether it's your inner voice, whether it's your guides or source, or the voice of nature, or the voice of an animal. That's not supposed to sound creepy, but I think you get the understanding or the idea. So yeah, this is foundational, and it requires diligence and endurance to keep going. So just want to hold up these cards again. Yeah, so like the light that's emanating from you, this is generated from you. This is going to generate more light, and it's going to dispel the darkness from around you. And maybe that's what is happening, is like you're dispelling the darkness that's been surrounding you. And so thus by doing that, you will learn how to dispel darkness around others in your own unique way, whatever that looks like. It's unique to everybody. And yeah, so you're kind of on this like pilgrimage, this hermitage, learning new skills and new strengths, and super, super important that you continue to nourish yourself along the way. And by nourishing yourself and learning how to nourish yourself in the proper ways, you learn how to nourish others in important ways that are unique to them. Okay, I'm not going to pull any more tarot cards, but I'm going to pull from this other deck that I also picked up today, and it's a dream interpretation deck. So you may not be having vivid dreams, but I'm getting that perhaps you are having a lot of vivid dreams, and but that this calling is also a dream. It's a dream of yours. And the card that came up was food. So again, we're talking about nourishment. This is going back to nourishing your body, your soul, your mind. Yeah, and this imagery really does recall, like, there's these little chefs or whatever coming out of the tops of these bodies, which makes me think about like nourishing the mind. And there's this like table laden with beautiful, nutritious, abundant foods, and everybody is eating and drinking with merriment. So nurture, nourish, This is going to help you continue on this path in a healthy, balanced, and energetic way. I just want another oracle card to help with this reading, but this feels really concrete. Money. Okay. There could be fears around security and stability, but you need to remember that your calling, if it is a divinely led endeavor, if this is something that you're called to, that you're led to help create a new earth, you will receive compensation for your work, for the creation that you're bringing forth into the world for others and for yourself. If you're in alignment with your true divine calling, then abundance will flow as a result. But it requires changing your frequency and accepting that abundance into your life, along with continuing on that path, continuing incrementally with endurance, with sure-footed steps forward on that path. So, yeah, this feels good. This feels really good. I'm going to leave it there. I felt like that was pretty clear, pretty concise. I hope it made sense to someone and that it was helpful and that it really encourages you just to continue on that path that you're on and to really feel into what your body tells you. Feel into the wisdom of your body and your mind. That came up a few times. And that I think you know what your calling is, and I think that calling brings joy, and so you're being asked to share that with others in some way. But I think right now you're kind of building. It's something you're building in a solitary way and hoping to bring to others. And it's going to be a journey, and it requires patience and endurance. And there, the light flickered again. Thank you. And I send you so much joy on your journey, and yeah, it feels exciting. Only you can create what you can create. It's unique to you, and it's needed, and it's wanted, and it's divinely ordained. So thank you, and I will see you soon.